So if you set up that kind of world, because if you just have the Doctor regenerate and he's Peter Capaldi and it's just him and Clara in the TARDIS and they land on the moon, it's going to be very jarring. But if you crash land him, which is obviously why the TARDIS miraculously started crashing for no reason at the end of the Christmas special, if you have him crash land in the 18th century with the Paternoster gang, with characters who the fans recognise. Maybe have him fight a familiar alien race. I've heard rumours that the Daleks will be the villain in an early episode as well of Capaldi's run. So yeah, it's all about essentially saying to the viewers, it's still the same show, we've just got a new Doctor, and it's about them kind of relating to him. So, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. Because if there's one thing Moffat knows how to write, it's a first episode for a new Doctor.
Yeah.
Because the 11th Hour, to this day, remains one of my all-time favourite episodes.
That's a great episode, yeah.
I think it's class. So, I have faith in him. I hope he'll give us something interesting and good.
Okay, on the topic of returning characters, Alex Kingston, who plays River Song, had this to say.
Hi, sweeties. I'd like to thank all of you who voted for me in this year's Anglophenia Fan Favourites Tournament. Thank you all for your support. Doctor Who fans are truly the best in the world, and River Song has been an absolute pleasure to play. Not only because of Stephen Moffat's great writing and the wonderful cast, but because of the huge response from you, the fans. I look forward to sharing more of her with you in the future, but spoilers.
Oh God, River Song's coming back.
Yay!
I can't stand that character.
Look, I mean, again, one-note characters. Just like I was saying a few moments ago about how all the characters were pulled together to fight in the Battle of Demons Run, and then all of a sudden the fans were like, oh, we need to see more of them. Alex Kingston as Professor River Song worked perfectly in the David Tennant episode, Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead, because of the mystery that surrounded her. How does she know the Doctor in the future? That does not need to be resolved. He's a time traveller. It's wibbly wobbly. It doesn't make sense to suddenly go back and tie up all these loose ends. Just leave them there. Just leave it.
No, I totally agree with
And then they brought her back for the Angels episode. They brought her back for the finale. They brought her back just to sit around and eat cheese. Leave her alone. She was just supposed to be... I mean, it's Alex Kingston from ER. She was just supposed to be...
ER?
From ER. Getting back to the West Country aspect of the show. But, yeah, she was just supposed to be a special guest star.
Yeah.
It's like asking Kylie Minogue to come back every week after Voyage of the Damned.
Oh, God, no. No, but she became Pixels.
Yeah, and that's it. Just leave her alone. She was pixie dust floating around in the sky. That's it. Leave her alone. Yeah, so we're done to death with River Song.
Yeah,
I really thought it reached its peak in Let's Kill Hitler. Do you know when she first regenerates? And she's running around like she's a 16-year-old.
Yes.
And it's the most cringe-worthy scene ever, where she's like checking her hair and she goes, oh, I have to check something, I'll be right back. And it's just, I
know.
Leave it alone.
Okay, so that's all the Doctor Who news. Right, I think that's pretty much this. Have I missed anything? Have I forgotten anything?
I don't know, my notes are on the floor. I don't really care anymore.
My notes are all over the place. But yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we did. Hang on, I'll check. My notes are actually in order, unlike yours.
Yeah, mine went skew-if.
Fine tooth comb stuff here. Alright, covered that. Lego Simpsons, yeah, covered that. BAFTAs, who cares? That's all fluff. Don't need to talk about that. Nope, nobody cares. Yep, we're done.
Good stuff.
That's us.
Okay, so yes, another great show. Saxon, thank you very much.
Mark, it's been a pleasure as always.
You look like you're wrecked.
I'm ready to die.
You look like you're ready to collapse.
I would welcome death. I would embrace him as I would embrace an old friend.
Right, okay. Class. Okay, yes, no, thank you very much. For anybody that wants to check out your awesome videos, where do they go?
They go to YouTube.com and they type in VOTESAXON07 into the search bar at the top. That's Vote Saxon 07, and that's my YouTube channel. My top 10 toys video has just gone online this week. I'm going to take a little break for the next couple of weeks just because I'm shattered and I have stuff to do, but I will return at the end of January with an entire new series 9. of toy reviews, which will kick off with my exclusive Matt Smith modified figure that I modified, the 5-inch figure, so it looks like the Series 7B. Do you think it looks good?
Yeah,
I've also done a Madame Vaster as well.
Okay. Right.
Easy. And then after that, I have, which just arrived today, the War Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, which, it looks alright. What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's... When you have it in your hands, it feels very cheap.
But what about the screwdriver?
It looks fine. It looks good.
Yeah, no, it does look. It's how it looked in the show. It's basically a reshuffle of the Fourth Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. But yeah, so there's that. There's the War Doctor himself, the figure himself, which is coming soon in February. So I'll be reviewing it. And then there's tons of stuff that I've held over from last year. I've still to review of the 4 American re-releases of the screwdrivers to do. I have the Sir Kill-A-Lot Robot Wars remote controlled thing to review. I have tons of stuff still on the way. I have the Hot Wheels Elite Ecto 1, which I'm saving to review for the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So it's on its way too. Spoilerific reviews, other assorted madness. So all that's still to come in Series 9.
Okay, and just talking about Ghostbusters, massive year ahead for Ghostbusters fans. The licenses that Sony are taking out with for toys and clothes and models and everything this year for Ghostbusters, this is going to be an expensive
year. Do we have
year.
anything confirmed?
Nothing. We know that that Matty and Hot Wheels are going to be releasing another Deluxe Ecto 1 this year, and the rumour is that it's the same scale as yours, which is the
118 scale.
118 scale, which sounds small, but it's beautiful. It's about 18 inches, 19 inches.
Yeah, and so's the car.
And and the rumour is that it is actually also going to include figures.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not they're those sort of like little plastic figures that
I
just
think
stand
they'll be
around
little,
the car.
Yeah.
But you know what?
At the most, they'll be 3 3/4 inch scale size.
Yeah. So I think that sounds pretty cool. We know that we're also getting from Matty the Ghostbusters figures, 6-inch figures with the removable backpacks.
Yeah, I want those.
Yeah.
I really want those.
Those are class. So because they were originally supposed to come with the Ecto 1 toy, that never happened.
Which led me into buying the 118 scale Elite Ecto 1.
Exactly. I think we're going to see Ghostbusters Lego this year. I'm very sure
the Lego Cuso project has passed the 20,000 likes.
Yeah, it has got
and
past
it's the 30th anniversary. It's the 30th year.
Yeah. Now, Lego wasn't mentioned in the licensing. They did release a list of all the companies that are doing licensing this year. And there's very interesting ones in there. Mind you, Matty wasn't announced in it either, or Mattel, and we know they are releasing stuff this year.
Yeah, because isn't the Proton Gun out this year?
The Proton Gun's already out.
Is it already out?
It was released before Christmas.
Yeah. When's it on its way to you so I can review it?
I don't know. It's sitting in LA at the minute, waiting to be delivered.
Class.
So yeah, but I think we'll see the Ghostbusters Lego this year.
Right, okay.
I really do. But I think it's going to be a very costly year this year.
It will be.
And of course,
we need to get out there. We need to get more people to send us pressed stuff.
Yes. What I'm hoping to do is closer to the anniversary date, I'm going to try and get sort of, we've had a lot of Ghostbusters celebrities, personalities, actors, so on and so forth on the show. I'm going to try and get them all together as well. And of course, Eric Burnham and Dan Shoney. I want to get Dan on the show as well.
Yeah, I want to personally thank him
for
that excellent sketch he did of me and you.
Exactly. I would like to get
wearing
them all
our
together.
proton packs.
I would like
Only
to get
our
them,
proton packs.
I would like to get all of them together to do a Ghostbusters special.
Yeah, I think we need to do a Ghostbusters podcast. We've been talking about it now for so long, and it has to be done.
Yeah, I think
do you know James Avery? I was doing a little research into him. Of course, Uncle Phil, who passed away on the 31st of December last year. He was in a few episodes of The Real Ghostbusters.
Right.
He played a character whose name I completely forget. Kill something. Doesn't ring any bells. No, yeah, so he was in Real Ghostbusters too. So
Kilowatt. There was a Kilowatt.
Kilowatt.
Was he Kilowatt?
He was Kilowatt.
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that,
it
makes sense.
He was Kilowatt.
He was Kilowatt. Okay. So yeah, but I would like to. I think we should do that. Ghostbusters big year this year.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah. So, but that Ecto 1 with the figures.
Costly
bit of gear. Costly bit of gear.
Yeah, do you know what? I would buy it if it lights up.
You see, lights and sounds would seal the deal.
Lights and sounds would seal the deal.
Fair enough. Okay, right, this is Shine 102.4 FM. You have been following the nerd. I have been Mark.
I have been Saxon.
Don't forget you can get us all the time on Facebook at facebook.com/following nerd. You can tweet us at nerdfollowing. In the immortal words of the late, great Dave Allen, until next week, may your gods go with you.
Hello, this is Ian McNeice as Winston Churchill. Hello, this is John Leeson.
Hey there, this is James Arnold Taylor, voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hey, my name is Stuart Arnold. I'm the entertainer native from Britain's Got Talent.
The voice of K9.
Voice of Yabba Dabba Doo, Fred Flintstone.
And I am following
And
the nerd.
I am following the
I
nerd.
am following the nerd.
Following the nerd, and I'd just like to say, KBO, keep buggering on. Thank you. And God bless and good night to you all.
Following the Nerd is produced by Mark Savage and Michael Bashford. It is produced by Mark Savage with co-hosts Michael Bashford, Phil Wilts and Paddy Rand. Following the Nerd is edited by Dave Hart with original music by Paul Morgan. This podcast is not endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited, 20th Century Fox, Warner Brothers, Dark Horse Comics, Marvel, IDW, DC Comics, HBO, or any other company group unless expressly stated as such, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Following the Nerd and the Following the Nerd logo are all rights are reserved worldwide. All other trademarks are the property of the respective owners. Following the Nerd Online, the Following the Nerd logo, Following the Nerd, and all associated logos and designs are the intellectual property of Following the Nerd Limited. All music and recognisable features of the intellectual property relating to these trademarks are likewise the intellectual property of Following the Nerd Limited. All original content of this podcast is the intellectual property of Following the Nerd unless otherwise indicated.